Okay, it looks like all of us made it over here, and those that have not made it over, they'll make it over here, right? Okay, I am going to go ahead and continue to play. I don't know how many more of these we have, but that's fine. As long as they got a good interpreter that's keeping it up and keeping it fast, I'm good. All right, here we go, guys.
Lado mío, la blanquita chiquita. La esposa de Neti.
¿La que qué? Oh,
Sí,
the one that is right next to me, the white girl who is short, and she is Neti's wife.
And do you recall a time when you were on the river that day where you saw people with bloody injuries?
sí.
Yes.
Did you see anything before that on what led to that?
No.
No.
When you spoke with police, you told them you didn't see anything, you weren't looking in that direction?
Correcto.
Correct.
Did you, after you saw people with the injuries, did you call 911?
Sí.
Yes.
Can I have exhibit 63? Tatiana, do you remember, did you have trouble speaking with the person on 911?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you hand the phone to someone else?
Sí, se lo pasé a Rosy.
Yes, I handed it to Rosie.
And then, does Rosie speak fluent English?
Rosy se lo pasa a Amy later.
Rosie handed it to Emmy later.
And just to clarify, this is Emmy,
Sí.
Yes.
the purple t-shirt?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you have any idea what happened?
No.
No.
Do you remember seeing Nick come back to the group?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you notice anything about him? Was he calm, worried, angry?
No, normal.
No.
Ah, viene del agua, normal.
Just normal. He was coming from the water. Just normal.
And what was the tube ride to the exit like? Were you guys talking? Was it quiet?
Muy callados.
Very quiet.
Do you remember Nick saying anything on the tube ride out?
No, nunca.
No, never.
I don't have anything else.
Mr. Tropsy? Good morning.
Normal.
Good morning.
Ma'am, do you remember being interviewed initially? Well, you remember being interviewed by a Spanish-speaking police officer on August 3rd of 2022?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you remember where you were interviewed?
Sí.
Yes.
Can you tell me where that was?
En la casa de mi hermano.
At my brother's house.
Sí.
Okay. And that officer was asking you questions about what happened about 4 or 5 days earlier when you were on the river with Nick Miu.
Sí.
Yes.
Sí.
And
Yes.
your memory was better in August of 2022 than it is today. Is that fair?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And you knew on July 30th of 2022 that at some point on your trip, Nick was looking for a phone. Is that right?
Sí.
Yes.
And you knew that he had left your group to go look for that phone, correct?
Sí.
Yes.
You knew that Nick was by himself, separated from your group while he was looking for that phone. Is that right?
Sí.
Yes.
And Nick was with you guys in terms of that group, but he was also with his wife is in that picture. Is that right?
Sí.
Yes.
So it was Nick and his wife were part of the group that was tubing.
Sí,
Yes.
Did Nick appear to be in a good mood that day? He didn't appear to be angry or anything?
no, nunca estuvo enojado, estaba muy bien.
No, he was never angry. He was just fine.
And when Nick is, you see that he has a snorkel and goggles, is that right?
Sí,
Yes.
And when he's looking for the phone, he goes off with those snorkel and goggles looking, right?
sí,
Yes.
Your group is waiting for him to come back. You're over on the side of the river at that point, right?
sí,
Yes.
And you were asked by Attorney Anderson if you saw what happened, and your answer was that you didn't see anything.
no, nada.
No, nothing.
Did you hear anything?
¿Cómo que escuché algo? ¿En qué momento?
What do you mean if I heard anything? At what moment?
Did you hear anything that sounded like an altercation or a fight?
¿Pero en qué momento? ¿En el momento que ni baja o cuándo? No, no escuché nada.
But at what moment when Nick came down or when? No, I didn't hear anything. What time are you talking about?
There's a time when Nick's gone away from you guys with his snorkel, right?
Ujú,
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a time that you see him come back, right? You see him
Uh-huh.
come back to your tubes.
Uh-huh.
In between those two times, do you hear people yelling or fighting?
Cuando él regresa ya había pasado y sí, se oía la bulla y eso, sí,
When he came back,
se oía la bulla.
things had happened and you could hear the loud noise. Yes.
Ujú.
And you were asked when Nick came back, did he say anything to you, to the group? Do you remember being asked that?
Y ¿te acuerdas que le preguntaron de qué lo que vio cuando ya hizo Nick a su grupo?
Sí, pero no se habló nada, no se habló nada, no se preguntó nada.
Yes, but we didn't talk about anything. We didn't talk about anything. Nothing was asked.
Do you remember telling that Spanish-speaking police officer that when Nick came back to your group, he told you the kids jumped me?
Dijo, los muchachos se me echaron encima. The kids jumped me.
No, no recuerdo.
No, I don't
se habló
remember.
nada, todo el mundo quiet.
Everybody was quiet.
So I just want to make sure you don't remember telling that to the officer back on August 3rd of 2022.
Usted le dijo eso al policía.
Bueno. ¿Qué? No, no recuerdo.
No, I don't remember.
And you described Nick as when he came back, he was quiet?
Estaba callado.
Sí, callado.
Yes, quiet.
Before he left to go look for this phone, was your group talking and laughing and having fun?
Sí,
Yes.
And when he came back to your group, the talking, the fun, that all stopped. Is that right?
sí, todo se acabó.
Yes, everything was over.
I don't know anything else to-
Mr. Anderson?
You spoke with a
Speaking detective at your house some days after the incident, right?
Sí,
Yes.
You also spoke to an officer right after you got out of the river.
al salir del río nos pararon allí, pero no, no recuerdo. Mucho policía, no sé.
When we got out of the river, they stopped us there, but I don't remember. There were a lot of police presence. There was a lot of police presence.
The officers that when you got to the exit didn't speak Spanish, right?
No, no.
No.
No hablamos, no se habló, yo no hablé.
No, we didn't say anything. Nothing was said. I didn't say anything.
You told an officer there, you heard boys yelling, help, help, help. Do you remember that? You said that in English?
Ah, no, eso sí.
Oh, yeah, that I did, yes.
Do you remember when you heard the boys yelling, help, help, help?
Que alguien decía, help, help.
Sí, una chica.
Yes, a girl.
Oh, was it a girl who was injured?
Una chica que estaba lastimada.
Sí, tenía su mano en el estómago.
Yes, she had her hand on her stomach.
Do you know why you said boys?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you know
The
why you
interpreter?
said boys were yelling for help?
Please, could you please repeat the question?
Do you know why you said boys were yelling for help?
Protestaba porque dijo que había chicos gritando.
Sí,
Yes.
Why?
yo iba bajando y ellos estaban gritando, help, help, y vi el grupo de chicos allí, un grupo, pero no estaba yo cerca de ellos. Y ahí fue cuando yo mismo me retiro porque como que fue lejos y llamé a la policía.
I was
La chica,
getting
la
off,
mujer.
and there was a group there, and the kids there were yelling help, help, but I was kind of far away. But that's when I called the police.
When you heard the boys yelling for help, was that before Nick came back to your group?
Sí.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Ma'am, do you know that people were injured on the river, right?
Sí,
Yes.
And one of the people that was yelling or asking for help was this girl that had been injured. Is that right?
sí.
Yes.
Do you know now that there were some males that had been injured?
Sí,
Yes.
Do you know when you heard help? If that was after those males had been injured?
sí,
Yes.
So if I'm hearing you right, those males are injured, then they're yelling, or somebody is yelling for help. Is that right?
ujú.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Ruiz Leyva. You may step down. You are excused. Who is the next witness? Yes. You can do it now while I'm making this announcement. Right, members of the jury, you may remember at the beginning of the trial, I explained that the state will proceed first because the state has the burden of proof. Once the state finishes its evidence, then the defense may, if they choose, present evidence of their own. Sometimes we deviate from that rule to accommodate a witness. Today, we're making an accommodation because we have interpreters present. So rather than waiting until some other day, we're going to take those witnesses today, even though they're being called by attorneys for Mr. Miu. Mr. Nelson, who will be the witness?
Ernesto. Apologize. Torres.
Ernesto Torres. See, Mr. Torres? Right here. Please raise your right hand. She will administer the oath. But see,
Yes.
please have a seat in the witness chair. Mr. Nelson.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell all of us your name, please?
Ernesto Torres Chagas.
Ernesto Torres Chávez.
Chagas.
Chagas.
Correct.
Can I call you by Ernesto?
Sí.
Ernesto, do you know
Yes.
this man over here?
Sí.
Who's
Yes.
this?
Nick.
Nick.
Nick who?
Nick Miu.
Nick Miu.
How long have you known Nick Miu?
Aproximadamente más de 10 años.
Approximately, well, it's over 10 years.
Did you work with Nick?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you married?
Sí.
Yes.
Who's your wife?
Emi.
Emmy.
Up here, is this a picture of you and Amy?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you have any family in here other than that?
Mi hermana está a la derecha.
My sister on the right side,
Rosy.
Rosie.
That's your sister.
Sí.
Anybody else family?
No, familia, no, todos amigos.
Not relatives, all friends.
Did your wife Amy work with Nick as well?
Sí.
Yes.
And when you said you're friends with Nick, obviously sometimes when we're adults, we have lots of different friends. How close would you consider Nick as a friend?
It's my best friend.
You're at his house, he's at your house.
Please, for the interpreter, could you please repeat the question?
You've been to his house, he's been to your house, you guys hang out together.
Sí.
Yes.
Would you consider Nick to be kind of a handyman?
Sí.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Porque él siempre está arreglando cosas en su casa o cuando va a la casa de alguien
Because,
necesita ayuda.
because
Él está ahí para ayudar.
he's always there helping things in his house, or he goes to other houses to help fix things.
Have you ever seen him use tools to fix things?
Sí.
Yes.
Have you ever seen him with a pocket knife?
Sí.
Yes.
Have you ever seen him use the pocket knife as a tool to fix things?
Sí.
Yes.
Can you tell me about some of those things that you've seen him do with the pocket knife to fix things?
Lo he visto arreglar cosas en su casa o en mi casa cuando compré mi piscina. Él fue uno de los compañeros que me ayudó.
I've seen him fix
Y
things
usaba
in
su
his
navaja
house
para cortar
and,
cosas.
and my house. When I bought my pool, he helped me fix the pool and in general fixing things.
Want to
And he used the knife. Sorry.
ask you some questions about the trip down the river on July 30th of 2022, okay?
Sí.
Yes.
Is that a trip you and your wife have made before?
Sí.
Yes.
Prior to leaving your house that day, did you have a call? Did you call Nick Miu that day and ask him to bring anything?
Sí.
Yes.
What'd you ask Nick to bring?
Que llevara su navaja.
To bring his knife.
Why did you ask Nick to bring? And when you say his, just start over. His knife, is that a pocket knife or some other knife?
No, la de paque.
No, the packet.
And why did you ask Nick to bring his pocket knife?
Porque la vez anterior que fuimos al río, a la hora de salir, no podíamos, no teníamos con qué cortar las sogas y tuvimos que arrastrar todas las balsas juntas y era muy pesado.
Because the last time we went to the river, we had all the inner tubes tied together and we couldn't cut the cords, so we had to pull them out of the river all together and bring them up to the place where we had to leave them.
So you wanted him to have the knife to help cut the cords at the end of the trip.
Y al principio también cuando amarramos todas las balsas.
And at the beginning too, it's useful to tie them up.
Why didn't you just bring your own pocket knife?
Yo no tengo.
I don't have one.
And who's the guy that tends to have a pocket knife in your group of friends?
Nick.
Nick.
Is he the handyman amongst your group of friends?
Sí.
Yes.
Is he? You said he had that pocket knife with him sometimes when he's come over to your house, right?
Sí.
Yes.
That day when you called him and asked him to bring the knife, were you worried about Nick Miu having a knife?
No, no razón ninguna.
No, there's no reason for that.
You've known him for a long time.
Sí,
Yes,
Seen him in your home, seen him in his home,
sí,
yes,
seen him at work, worked with him.
sí,
yes.
Fair to say you've had opportunities to observe his character. Would you agree with that?
sí,
Yes,
Would you agree Nick Miu has a character for peacefulness?
sí.
yes.
Were you worried at all about Nick Miu bringing a knife based upon what you knew about Nick?
Overruled. You can answer the question.
Repite la pregunta.
Repeat the question, please.
Were you worried at all about Nick Miu having a knife out on the river?
No,
No.
So now I'm going to ask you some more questions about the river, okay? Being on the river.
sí,
Yes,
When you were on the river, was Nick there with his wife?
sí,
yes,
You see the picture there? I think it's 26. Sorry. 12A. Do you see that big photo?
sí,
yes,
Nick in that photo?
sí,
yes,
Nick's wearing a shirt and sunglasses in that photo. Is that what he looked like on July 30th?
sí,
yes,
Yes.
It's been marked as Exhibit 110. Do you see this picture? Do you see the picture?
yeah,
yeah,
And you see Nick is wearing a hat in this picture?
sí,
yes,
This picture, Nick doesn't have a, in 12A, he doesn't have a hat, but on 110, he does have a hat. Do you agree?
sí,
yes,
Were there times that day that you saw Nick wearing a hat?
sí,
yes,
Were there times that day where you saw that Nick had taken the hat off?
sí,
yes,
Did you see Nick with some goggles and a snorkel?
sí,
yes,
Did you see him use that goggles and snorkel prior to Ariel losing his phone?
sí,
yes,
Would he use the snorkel to swim in the river?
sí.
yes.
When he used the snorkel to swim in the river, do you remember, was he wearing his hat?
No,
No,
Was he, when he had on his goggles and snorkel, was he wearing sunglasses?
repite la pregunta.
can you repeat the question?
When he went swimming in the river using the goggles and snorkel, did he also wear his sunglasses?
No,
No,
Was there a time when you were on the river that you saw, or that you came to learn Ariel had lost his phone?
sí,
yes,
When he lost his phone, did you guys stop and have a discussion?
no, Julio, en sí no paramos. Estuvimos conversando y él dijo que iba a buscar el teléfono.
we
Yo le
didn't
dije
really,
que se olvidara el teléfono, que se subiera a la balsa y él dijo, no, I go to find it. O sea, que lo voy a encontrar.
no, we didn't stop. We didn't stop. We continued. Then he said, I'm going to look for the phone. And I said, no, don't go. And then he said, I'm going to go look for it.
The he you're referring to is Nick Miu.
Correcto.
Did you eventually?
Correct.
Did you eventually see Nick go look for the phone with his goggles and snorkel?
Sí,
Yes,
Did you see him go in the same direction that the water was flowing?
sí,
Can
yes,
we call that downriver?
sí.
yes.
You know why he went downriver to look for the phone?
Bueno, pienso que él se fue río abajo porque el teléfono estaba como una bolsa de eso que se usan para proteger el agua.
I think that he went down the river because the telephone was inside a pouch those bags that you use to put them in the water.
On exhibit 12A, that photo, do you see some people have lanyards with, looks like maybe a phone inside of them?
Sí,
Yes,
You even see Ariel and Gilma right there, same?
yeah,
Is
sí,
that,
yeah,
is that what you're describing?
sí.
yes.
Please just slow down and wait for the interpretation.
I was going too fast. I'm going to slow down. When Nick then left to go look for the phone, were you watching him?
Sí,
Yes,
Did you look for the phone at all?
no.
no.
Were you sitting in the tube, standing near the tube, or doing something else?
Sentado.
Sitting down.
Did you eventually see Nick and another group of people or multiple people interacting in some way?
No.
No.
Did you eventually learn that Nick was interacting or people were interacting with Nick?
Sí.
Yes.
How did you learn that? From something you saw or from something you heard?
Ah, su esposa dijo, Nick está en problema.
His wife said Nick is in trouble.
When you heard, did that surprise you?
Sí.
Yes.
You know Nick, you must know his wife Sandy.
Sí.
Yes.
You guys must hang out together as a couple often, or as couples.
Sí.
Yes.
Had you ever heard Sandy express concern about the safety of her husband like she did on that day?
Overruled.
En ese día, no entiendo la pregunta.
During that day, I don't understand the question.
Sure. When Sandy said Nick's in trouble, you took that as Sandy expressing concern for Nick's safety.
Sí.
Yes.
Had you ever prior to that day or any time before that, heard Sandy express concerns about her husband's safety when you were around?
Nunca.
Never.
It must have surprised you then on that day when you heard that.
Sí.
What'd
Yes.
you do?
So I looking down where people was, and I saw Nick in the water, and I stand up and I try to get her.
When you saw Nick in the water, did he appear to be snorkeling and looking for the phone, or was something else going on?
No, estaba en el agua y había mucha gente a su alrededor.
No, he was in the water and there were people around him.
How many people?
Número no puedo decirle, pero sí eran bastante. Pueden haber sido más de 10, 15 personas. No, no.
I can't tell you the number, but there were many, maybe 10, 15. I don't know.
When you made that observation, were you worried for Nick's safety?
Sí.
Yes.
What did it look like that group of 10 or 15 people was doing to Nick?
So, estaban gritándole y cuando él estaba en el agua, alguien le estaba dando.
They were shouting at him. And when he was in the water, somebody was yelling at him.
Did you ever see anybody have physical contact with Nick?
Bueno, en el momento en que yo vi que él estaba en el agua, alguien le pegó.
When
Esa fue la primera vez que...
at that moment, when I saw Nick in the water, I saw somebody hitting him. That's the only thing I saw.
After you saw him in the water, did you keep watching?
So, yo traté de llegar hasta allá, pero en el medio del río perdí mis zapatos.
Well, I tried to get over there, but I lost my shoes in the middle of the river.
So on your way, were you able to continue to watch, or did you need to tend to your footwear?
No. Estaba tratando de caminar, pero no podía. Miraba para el grupo, pero en otro momento no.
I tried to keep walking, but I couldn't. And I did watch the group at some point, but not always.
Did you see anybody being violent to or at Nick?
After When the was in the water, estuve en el agua, no. Después que vi que estaba en el agua, no volví a ver nada.
After I saw him in the water, I didn't see anything else.
And it sounds like you don't know how he got down into the water. When you first looked, he was already in the water.
Correcto.
Correct.
At some point, did you see Nick walking back to you in the group?
Después que yo vi que él estaba parado, que yo le dije que viniera hacia esta parte de acá, él regresó.
After I saw him standing there, I told him to come back, and then he came back.
And so if we're on the river, you're Ernesto, and I'm standing where Nick is, roughly. Does that make sense?
Ujú.
The river flows that way to downstream. Does that make sense?
Correcto.
Correct.
And you see Nick walking somewhere in your direction, not exactly this angle, but somewhere towards you, correct?
Correcto.
Correct.
And what had happened is behind Nick by the time he's walking to you. Agreed?
Antes,
You mean before?
repite la pregunta, por favor.
Repeat the question, please.
After you saw Nick down in the water, eventually you see Nick coming back to you because you called him back.
Sí.
I want to
Yes.
ask you about that moment in time.
No entiendo la pregunta.
I don't understand your question.
I want to ask you about what you saw when Nick was walking back to you when you called him back.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
que yo le dije que regresara.
That I told him to come back.
I want to ask about that moment in time, what you saw.
Ok. Ok.
Okay. Okay.
When Nick's walking back towards you, is he looking at you in the group or is he walking backwards looking behind him?
No estoy seguro.
I'm not sure.
You're looking in Nick's direction, correct?
Sí.
Yes.
When you look in that direction, do you see somebody else other than Nick approaching you in your group, or you focus your, do you see somebody else that draws your attention?
Sí.
Yes.
What do you see?
So, cuando el Ni venía por esta parte hacia la izquierda mía, alguien trató de acercarse y me hizo así con el dedo.
When Nick was coming over on my left side, someone else tried to approach and pointed at me with the finger.
When you say the finger, that might have different connotations. So do you mean like a pointing finger or something else?
Dedo que no apuntaba.
Pointing with with the finger.
And when they're pointing with their finger, is Nick near you?
Iba pasando.
He was going by me.
By me.
So if I'm Nick in that scenario, Nick is walking this way, you're pointing in that direction.
Yo estoy mirando hacia donde está la persona y ahí tienen. Stay there, stay there, stay there.
I'm looking at the person who was there and say, stay there, stay there.
Can you describe that person?
No tengo ni idea.
I have no idea.
Why were you telling that person, stay there, stay there, stay there?
Porque la persona que estaba apuntando hacia mí, o hacia mí, no sé si era hacia mí o hacia él, estaba yelling and he tried to walk.
Because the person pointing,
hacia mí.
because there was a person there pointing, I don't know if they were pointing at me or at Nick, but they were approaching.
Did you think it was safe for that person to come towards you and Nick?
Bueno, yo lo que traté de que esa persona no se acercara a nosotros porque quizás el problema iba a seguir si venían hacia el grupo nuestro.
I tried to prevent that person from approaching us because I thought maybe the problem was going to continue.
You thought the solution to that problem was to keep Nick separated from the group that was pointing at you.
Sí.
Yes.
When Nick, I'm going to now ask you about when Nick's back at the tubes with you after you pointed at this person, okay? Make sense?
Sí.
In that time, what did Nick look like?
Y Se lucía muy preocupado y estaba como blanco.
He looked worried and he was pale.
I think there was a time you also used the word he looked white or he looked wide-eyed.
Sí,
Yes,
Did you see those things when you looked at Nick?
sí.
yes.
You said you've known Nick for a long time. He's your best friend. You ever seen him scared before?
Nunca.
Never?
Did he look like he was scared then?
Sí.
Yes.
Have you seen people when they're in shock before?
Sí.
Yes.
Did he look to you like he was in fear and in shock?
Sí.
Yes.
Were you worried about him?
Sí.
Yes.
And is that why you were pointing at other people because you wanted to protect your friend and keep him there because you were worried about him?
Sí.
Yes.
Would it be fair to say you didn't really know what had happened down there at that other group? You just didn't want anything more to happen?
No. Sí, sí, correcto, sí.
No,
No
I
sabía
mean-
qué había pasado.
I mean, yes, it's correct because I knew what had happened. I didn't know what had happened. So
Right.
Did Nick stay then with the group at the tubes? Did he stay there that whole time?
Sí.
Did he ever ask you or make any motions to, or indicate in any way, tell you in any way that he wanted to go onto the shore or on the woods or sit anywhere other than in his tube?
No.
no,
What did you see him do while you guys were waiting there?
Solamente se sentó en la balsa y más nada. Ni siquiera dijo una palabra.
he just sat in the inner tube and he didn't say anything. No words.
Did your impressions about him being in fear and shock, did that change over that time or did he continue to look like he was in fear and shock?
No, él seguía en chat.
No, he continued in shock.
How long did you guys in your group wait there at the tubes before you eventually floated back down the river?
Yo diría como 30 minutos o 35, no sé exactamente, pero fue un buen rato.
I would say 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I don't know exactly. It was a while.
Why did you eventually go back down, float down the river? Did anything prompt you?
So, yo no estoy seguro si fue la policía o alguien que estaba en el grupo donde estaba todo el mundo allá, hicieron así para que como que el tráfico siguiera, la gente siguiera bajando.
I don't know
Y
if
ahí
it
todo el
was.
mundo empezó a bajar.
Maybe the interpreter needs the witness to repeat this answer.
Ok, no estoy seguro si fue la policía o alguien que estaba parado donde sucedió el problema, que hicieron así como que para que la gente ya podía seguir.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it was the police or if it was something else, somebody else who was trying to guide people and they were telling people to move and to continue.
And based upon what you saw then, you kind of helped your group say, we got to go, and you moved down the river.
Correcto.
Correct.
During the float down the river, it continued to be quiet?
Completamente. Que yo recuerde, nadie habló hasta que llegamos a la salida.
Totally quiet. As far as I remember, nobody talked until we got to the exit.
What happened at the exit?
So, recuerdo que cuando llegamos a la salida, creo que había, no sé si era un policía vestido de verde o alguien que estaba cortando la soga de la balsa.
When we got to the exit, I don't know if it was a policeman who was there. Somebody was cutting the ropes.
Pasamos el puente.
Then we passed the bridge.
Cuando íbamos pasando allí, vimos que habían policías.
When we passed the bridge, we noticed there were policemen there.
Y cuando íbamos pasando, ellos estaban como aquí así. Íbamos pasando por aquí.
They
Vieron
were
el grupo de nosotros.
they were over here, and we were on the other over here. And then they approached the group of where we were.
And when they approached the group, did you see them somehow indicate or say something to Nick?
¿Quién?
Who?
los policías.
The policeman?
Bueno, en el momento que nos pararon ahí, yo no sé porque eran muchos policías que estaban ahí, pero después de eso yo vi que vino un policía y le dijo, tienes que venir con nosotros.
Right at that moment when they stopped us, I don't know if they were policemen or not, but then one of them came and he said he has to come with us.
The policeman asked Nick to come with them.
Ujú.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Sí,
Yes.
Did you then see Nick go with the police?
sí,
Yes.
camino normal.
He was walking normally with them.
Were you surprised at that point?
Sí, nosotros estábamos en chat. ¿Por qué lo detenían a él? Porque realmente nosotros no sabíamos qué había pasado.
We were in shock because we didn't know why they were detaining him. We didn't know what had happened.
And you couldn't believe your friend who's peaceful would have done anything to harm someone.
Nunca.
Never.
That's all.
Mr. Anderson, do you have any questions?
You've tubed on the Apple River several times, including with Nick, right?
Nosotros sí, pero con él era la segunda vez.
We have, but it was the second time with him.
And the Apple River, it's kind of a party scene, agreed? The Apple River, it's kind of a party scene. Lots of people on the river drink.
Sí,
Yes.
Your group was drinking.
sí,
Yes.
Probably most of the groups you saw on the river were drinking.
sí,
Yes.
Were you intoxicated?
no.
No.
How many drinks did you have? Do you know?
Probably like 4 beer.
Probably like 4 beer.
And you said you told Nick not to go look for the phone, but he insisted, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
And Ariel wasn't worried about his phone because he had insurance, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
And after Sandy said Nick's in trouble, you started walking towards Nick, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
And you got pretty close to where Nick was, right?
No.
No.
You got a lot closer than Sergio did, right?
No sé, porque en ese momento yo no sé dónde estuvo Sergio.
No.
Pero sí no estaba cerca.
I don't know because I don't know where Sergio was at that moment, but yes, I was close.
And you saw Nick in the water, you said, right?
Sí.
Yes.
You never saw Nick do anything to anyone?
No.
No.
You said you were concerned for Nick's safety, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
You walked over there, right?
Sí.
Yes.
And you told police, I didn't see, we don't know what happened because Nick didn't tell us anything, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
And you said that multiple times.
Correcto.
Correct.
You told police multiple times that Nick ran away.
Bueno, en lo que se refiere a usted huyendo, corriendo, me refiero a cuando él salió del grupo y vino hacia este lado para nosotros.
When you're referring to running or running away, I'm referring to when he left that group and approached our group
When he
on this side.
when he went back to your group, you said he ran back to your group, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
You told that to police multiple times.
Correcto.
Correct.
So you remember him running back to your group.
O sea, no venía yo corriendo, simplemente venía hacia el grupo, caminando a prisa, pero no, I don't know. Venía de regreso hacia el grupo.
I mean, he didn't come running. He was walking fast. He was just coming back.
He actually just walked casually back,
Objection.
right?
What's the objection?
Vague as to the use of the word casual.
It's overruled. He can answer if he understands. You understand the question?
No, no entiendo la pregunta.
No, I don't understand the question.
You need to rephrase that.
He wasn't walking fast back to your group, was he?
Él no iba caminando.
Él venía caminando,
He was walking,
But not quickly, right?
No, no.
No, no.
And then after he walked past you, you told police the groups were fighting each other.
Bueno, yo no puedo decir exactamente si estaban peleando, simplemente como estaban todo el mundo gritando y eso, no sabemos exactamente lo que estaba pasando ahí.
I couldn't say they were fighting. Everybody was shouting. We didn't know what was happening there.
But what you told police was that the groups were fighting each other after Nicolae left.
No recuerdo en este momento, pero puede, desde mi punto de vista, al ver las discusiones que tenían allí, puede ser que yo pensé, o puede ser que estaban peleando, o puede ser no.
I don't
Punto de
remember
vista.
right now, but in my opinion, because of the way they were talking and they were loud, they may have been fighting.
You didn't see any injuries on Nick when he walked back, right?
No,
No,
And your group stayed at the sandbar for a while because Eric was helping with the victims, right?
no sé.
I don't know.
Was Nick helping with the victims? Was Eric helping with the injured?
No sé.
I don't know.
Eventually, when you did leave, it was because Nick said, let's go, right?
Repite la pregunta.
Can you repeat the question?
Eventually, when you did leave, it was because Nicolae Miu said, let's go.
No.
No.
When you got to the exit, there's a lot of police there, you said, right?
Sí.
Yes.
There wasn't any belligerent people approaching you or anything like that?
No podría decirle si personas acercándose o no, simplemente cuando va saliendo del río sabe que van personas adelante y van personas detrás. No sé a qué se refiere.
I couldn't tell you if there were people approaching us or getting closer to us. There were people in front. There were people behind us. I don't know what you're referring to.
You didn't get threatened or anything when you got out to the exit, right?
No.
No.
When Nick came back to your group, he told you they took my knife, right?
I don't remember.
You told
I don't
police,
remember.
you told police multiple times they took Nick's knife out of his pocket, right?
Si se lo di a la policía, está, pero no recuerdo.
If he gave it to the policeman, I don't know. Interpret needs to correct. If I told that to the policeman, maybe, but I don't remember.
You don't remember if Nick told you they took my knife?
I don't remember exactly. He tell me something.
So Nick
And I don't
was,
remember where because when we sit down there in the tour, we not talking nothing.
you saw Nick among the group of people when you were walking up, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
You could see how the group was acting. You could hear them, right?
Sí, estaban gritando toda la gente. Yelling people.
Yes, they were yelling.
And when police talked to you about it, you didn't believe Nick stabbed anyone, right?
Nunca.
Never.
And you said, he's a big guy. He was in the army. He doesn't need a knife to defend himself, right?
Sí.
Yes.
And he was in the army in Romania before coming to the US, right?
I'm not sure, o sea, no estoy seguro, pero si dije eso porque en los países comunistas el servicio militar es mandatorio. So, él vive en un país comunista, yo vivo en un país comunista, al servicio nos mandan obligado.
I'm not sure if I said that, but I know that he comes from a communist country and the military service is mandatory. I come from a communist country too, where you have the mandatory military service.
And you answered questions about Nick had his knife because he used it to cut ropes. He was going to use it at the beginning and going to use it at the end. Do you remember that?
Correcto.
Correct.
But you told police that you thought Nicolae put his knife back in the vehicle before floating down the river, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
And you also told police you never saw Nicolae with a knife on the river, right?
No. Bueno, cuando hablamos del río, solamente lo vi con la navaja al principio cuando se amarraron todos los tubos.
No, well, when we were in the river, I only saw him with the knife at the beginning when we were tying the tubes.
When Nicolae got back to the tubes after he walked past you, did you walk back to the tubes?
I'm sorry, please, the interpreter needs a repetition.
Nicolae walked past you, going back to the tubes, right?
¿Sí?
Yes.
And he didn't say anything to you then.
I don't remember because I pay attention to the guy punching us and I say, stay there, stay there. I don't want it coming to us.
Nicolae didn't ask for your help or anything.
¿Ayuda cuándo?
Help when?
Ever. He never yelled for help, right?
Yo no vi nada hasta que la señora me dijo que estaba en problema.
I didn't see anything until the lady told me that he was in trouble.
You also didn't hear him yell anything, right?
No.
No.
When Nicolae got back to the tubes, did you walk back to the tubes too?
Sí.
Yes.
No one followed you, right?
No, en el momento que él pasó al lado mío que iba para la balsa, yo estuve quizás unos segundos parado ahí con la persona que nos estaba apuntando y yo le decía, stay there, stay there, stay there. Hasta después de eso, yo me regresé a la balsa.
When Nick, he was walking by me on this side, I stayed standing there and I told the guy who was approaching us, stay there and pointing. And then I followed Nick.
You didn't answer my question. I asked when you walked away, nobody followed you, right?
Que yo recuerde, no.
As far as I remember, no.
Si estoy de espalda no puedo ver.
If I'm walking, I can't see from my back. I can see in the back.
And once Nicolae got back to the tubes, he put on his shirt, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
And you didn't see what happened before Nick, you saw Nick in the water, right?
No.
No.
So you don't know if he did something violent before you saw him in the water.
No.
Nope.
You said Nick appeared very scared, worried after he walked back, right?
Sí, es normal.
Yes, it's normal.
And you'd never seen him scared like that before, right?
Nunca.
Never.
And he wasn't smiling, right?
¿Cómo?
He wasn't
What do you mean?
smiling.
No.
No.
That would be, you wouldn't expect him to be smiling if he was afraid, right?
¿Quién se va a reír en medio de un problema?
Who's going to smile when you're in the middle of a trouble?
I want to show you some frames.
Why don't we break here for lunch, since there seems to be more questions? Members of the jury, we're going to break until 1 o'clock. Same reminders, no independent investigation, no research. Do not speak with anyone, including yourselves, about this case. We will resume at 1 p.m.
And good morning
Sorry,
again
recess until 1.
from the Fox 9 streaming studios of our Gala coverage of the Apple River stabbing trial. You can see now it is official.
A snorkel. Did you see that? your husband about picking that up?
No.
One here, one there.
Knife on him?
I don't know if he did.
Here both before, during, after, the young people's behavior. As our legal analyst, Debbie Lang.
Well, that's kind of interesting to see. So there's your jury makeup, guys. The seated jury. Y'all see that? I know somebody had put it in the chat earlier, and Carvel was trying to tell us in regards to the jury, but there you go. We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, God. Got 2 in their 20s, 1 in their 30s, 3 in their 40s, 3 in their 50s, 1 in their 60s. Oh, gosh, I got 3 in the 70s. What is this? What's this 1 in the 90s? These are the witnesses from day 1 and 2. Okay, and we back. That was nice to see. That was a nice layout that they had there. Okay, here we go, guys.
Members of the jury, welcome back. We're ready to resume the afternoon with the attorneys, Mr. Miu, all of whom are present. Thank you for your patience. Sometimes during the course of a trial, unexpected things come up. One did, and I had to meet with the attorneys to sort out the solution, which we have reached, and we're ready to continue. Mr. Chaguez, please retake the witness stand. You're still under oath. Mr. Anderson.
Ernesto, you recall you said you don't know if you said to the officer on shore that Nicolae said they took his knife.
Sí.
Yes.
May I approach?
Yes. Yes.
Saying you don't think?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Didn't you testify to that? Somebody pointed and walked towards you and you told them to get back?
Yeah. Sí, eso sí.
Yes, that I did.
But you never told that to police, right?
Well, they don't ask me.
You never said it either, though, right?
So in that moment, you can say or remember everything you said. I answer whatever they ask me.
Can we? You also testified that, remember when I asked you if Nick said anything when he was walking by you on his way back to your group?
I don't remember.
And you said you weren't paying attention because you were looking at the guy who was walking towards you or the person?
Correcto.
Correct.
Okay, I want to go to some frames. I'll let the clerk know when I'm ready. You did, the officer never asked if somebody was pointing at him, anyone but at you, but you did say, I told Nick to come and he came and that's it, right?
Correcto.
Correct.
This is from the video. There's some graphic parts in it. This is 3291. I'm ready. I'm going to scroll and then I'm going to ask you some questions. On 3318, that's Ariel in the American flag shorts and black shirt, right?
Repita. Correcto.
Repeat that. Correct.
Correcto.
This is Nick here,
Correcto.
and this is
Correct.
you.
Correcto.
Correct.
And Nick is standing right next to you, and you're touching his arm.
Sí, cuando va pasando. Correcto.
Yes,
Okay.
when he was passing by.
Do you see anyone in this frame walking towards you?
Ahí en ese momento no veo, en la foto no la veo.
Okay.
At that very moment in that picture, I don't see anybody.
How about here on 3322?
That is somewhere and there somebody's coming, it's pointing us. I don't see it there, but I saw that day.
Okay. I've scrolled a little ways into 3333. See anyone pointing or walking towards you?
No lo veo.
I don't see anybody.
Does it even look like anyone's looking at you?
En ese momento no lo veo.
I don't see anybody at that time.
But depende la parte del video o depende de la perspectiva de cómo se haya tomado el video cuando we was not, I don't see those people there. I was down there.
It depends on the time of the video or the point of view of the person who was taking the video.
Stopped at 3359. We can turn off the screen. I'm going to go to another frame. Mountain 3471. That's you right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you're actually walking towards the camera.
Sí.
Nobody is approaching you or walking towards you.
And
No.
no,
Nicolae isn't in this, right?
No lo veo.
I don't see him.
Okay, you can turn off the screen. I'm going to go to another one. Okay. This is 3936. Is that you, Ariel, and Sergio on the top left?
¿Dónde?
Where?
Right here. Sergio, Ariel, you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sí.
Yes.
You still haven't walked back to your tubes?
I don't remember.
Well, in the
He's
photo.
standing there, but in the picture, I don't know if it's after or before.
Sure. Okay.
Right?
You can turn it off. I have one more set of frames to ask you about. So this is 3936. I'm going to go to later in the video. I'm ready. Do you think this is what you were thinking of after Nick was long gone? This is you, right?
Yeah, that's me.
And here's a girl standing by a group of other women pointing at you from a ways away or in
Right.
your direction.
I'm not sure, but this guy is coming this way from there. Probably one of the guys that was in the middle. I said to him, stay there, stay there. The guy's behind the yellow teacher.
This
I
guy,
probably was that one. It was right here, right in the front. This guy right here.
This
At the
guy?
front here.
right here.
Yeah, no, he's walking here in the picture. You can see he walk. When I say stay there, and he walked the other way. But in that time, he probably was right here on the hammer, my finger, something like that.
Let's keep going. We'll see. And you said before you didn't know if it was a man or a woman, right? Who was pointing, and then and walking towards you and pointing, and then
No, what's a man?
it was a man.
What's a man?
If it was here, it would have been after Miu, Nicolae was long gone, right?
¿Cómo?
It would have been
What did you
after
say?
Nicolae. Sorry.
Wait for the interpretation.
It would have been long after Nicolae was gone, right?
Yeah, but the person, when he started pointing me, empezó a señalar hacia nosotros,
Started pointing towards
that's
us.
start when Nico coming this way. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if he was in the picture or whatever the video was out right there. He's asked like he turned this way to the other people, but before he was a little more far and he pointed to us.
So before, when I asked what did Nicolae say, if anything, to you when he passed you, you said you didn't know because the guy was coming towards you. Now your testimony is that it was later in the video. So do you know what he said to you or no? If anything, Nicolae?
I don't remember.
And you'd agree you got pretty close to where Nicolae was with the group, right?
¿En qué momento?
At what time? What moment?
I'll go back. Can we have the screen? $33.21. You got. And you said what did you say you saw for injured people?
What question?
What did you see as far as injured people?
I saw some women the other side. That woman was behind, probably this guy. It was like in the middle of the river, and I say, "What's going on?" Because I don't know what's happening. I saw her, and I say, "What's going on?"
Did you see this man here on 3321?
No,
And you didn't see Nick do anything?
no.
I don't have anything else.
Mr. Nelson?
Can I have the screen? You were asked some questions about slide 3321 that's in front of you.
See,
Yes.
Again, this is you.
see.
It
Yes.
looks like you're reaching out to Mr. Miu, who's standing next to you.
Correcto.
Correct.
Mr. Miu is walking,
Sí,
Yes.
he's walking upriver.
sí.
Ariel in the
Yes.
flag shorts is walking upriver behind Mr. Miu.
En this moment, en este momento, en el video yo veo a Ariel.
At
Pero
this
before,
moment,
I don't remember what Ariel was.
in the video, I can see him, but before, I don't remember where he was.
I appreciate that. I'm not going to ask you about that. I'm going to ask you about this person here. Do you see the person in the two-tone shorts?
¿Que quién es?
Do you see that
Who
person
he
in
is?
two-tone shorts?
I'm not sure.
Not asking if you know who he is. I'm just asking you, do you see the person that I'm pointing to in the two-tone shorts?
No.
Right now
No.
on the screen, do you see them?
Ahora sí, ahora sí.
Oh, now I do. Now I do.
Next to that person is a man in a yellow shirt.
Sí.
Yes.
I want to now ask you questions about slide 3922. Okay?
Sí.
Yes.
You haven't watched the video, have you?
Yes.
You
Yes.
agree that you have not?
No.
No.
Poor question on my part. Have you watched the video or have you not watched the video?
No.
No.
The screens, the slides that we're showing you go in sequential order. So the first one is 0, the last one is 4,819. Does that make sense?
Sí.
Yes.
I previously showed you 3321, and now we're showing you something later, 3922. Does that make sense?
Sí.
Yes.
I'm going to blow this up. Or in the upper left-hand corner, that appears to be you and Ariel and Sergio standing next to each other. Agreed?
Correcto.
Correct.
Pero
But
en what I said before, in this moment, I don't know si this is, si esto es antes o después del problema, porque I don't see the whole video.
I don't know if this is before
Pero sí
or
está muy-
after the problem because I haven't seen the whole video.
If I were to tell you hypothetically, this is after, because we can see a victim or two victims or two people with injuries down. Agreed? Make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
And then over here, way on the right, you see this blur that may be a person without a shirt on walking from a different direction over to your group. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm now going to scroll through the forward in time and I want to show you stuff, okay? I'm going to stop at 3953. Going to blow this up. Do you see somebody here on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
Is that a man in two-tone shorts that I'd previously shown you?
Sí.
Yes.
Had that man ran up to you and then you,
So,
Oh, wait, please.
I'll-
Objection sustained. Please rephrase.
is this the person that you saw come up to you that you pointed to say, go away?
sí.
Yes.
And as we move forward here in time, the person in the yellow shorts that was in a different spot before is there too, correct?
Sí.
Yes.
And then as we move forward to 4012, excuse me, you now see the woman pointing the finger at you, correct?
Correcto.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. What's going on?
Understood. When you spoke to the police, was there a Spanish interpreter there?
No.
No.
Sometimes when you've spoken today, you've answered in English. Agreed?
Sí.
Yes.
Fair to say your preferred language is Spanish.
Español.
Spanish.
You know some English.
Sí.
Yes.
If you wanted to communicate something really important and make sure you were accurate, would you say it in Spanish or would you say it in English or would you say it in some other language?
Español.
Spanish.
Why?
Porque hay muchas palabras en inglés que tienen diferentes significados
Because there are many words in English that
y a
have
la,
different
a la hora
meanings.
de uno contestar, puede ser que la respuesta no sea correcta.
And when one answers, maybe the answer is not the correct one.
Also, when you hear words, is it easier for you to understand the words spoken to you when the words spoken to you are in Spanish rather than in English?
Sí,
Yes.
You answered some questions about your knowledge about your friend Nick being from Romania. I want to ask you about that, okay?
correcto.
Correct.
Do you know exactly when Nick Miu immigrated to the United States?
No,
Do you know what age he was?
no recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Do you know whether in fact he was or was not in the military at any point?
No,
No.
When you spoke with the police, you told them you thought he might have been in the military for the reasons that you said here, because communist countries sometimes require that, correct?
mandatorio, sí.
Mandatory, yes.
You also told the police that you didn't actually know. You told them several times, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know.
Correcto.
Correct.
Do you have actual knowledge as to whether Nick Miu was in Romania and served mandatory service for his country?
No,
No.
Last area here, you said you were able to remember some things that you saw, but you couldn't remember everything that you heard. Would that be fair?
ujú,
Mhm. Yes.
Do you find it for you easier? Do you find it easier to remember things that you see, or do you find it easier to remember things that you hear?
cosa que veo.
That I see.
That's all.
Mr. Anderson?
Is your testimony today important?
Súper importante.
Very important.
Sometimes you answer in English,
Oh, sí, sí.
Oh, yes.
because you're also comfortable speaking in English.
A veces ya lo entiendo, a veces no.
Sometimes I understand it, sometimes I don't.
If you told the officer, he said that somebody took his knife in his pocket, that's something you can easily understand in English, right?
Repita.
Repeat, please.
He said that somebody took his knife in his pocket. You understand that in English, right?
I don't remember.
Do you understand what that means in English?
Sí,
Yes.
And if you told that to the officer 17 times, do you think you said that because you remembered it at the time?
I don't know how many times you say 17 times. I don't remember.
You want to see the transcript?
You can show me.
It's highlighted and there's numbers next to it.
Well, that's what I said, but I don't remember saying many times. I don't know.
Do you agree or not agree that you told the officer that 17 times?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that, but you remember something you didn't tell the police from almost 2 years ago?
What do you mean? ¿Cómo que algo que yo no le dije a la policía hace 2 años?
What do you mean? Something that I didn't tell the police 2 years ago.
This is a 13-page transcript, and there's 17 times on here where it says something about, he said they took my knife.
Objection, asked and answered, cumulative.
Sustained. He said he didn't remember.
Nothing else, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Torres.
Torres.
Señor.
My apologies. You are excused. You may step down. Torres Chaguez.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the part I was missing.
Judge, we have one more witness. I don't know if you want to take a quick 5-minute break before we call the last Spanish-speaking witness.
Are the interpreters prepared to go forward? Good. Let's
Fine,
continue.
Your Honor.
All right.
about 5 minutes outside your presence, members of the jury. Please take the jury out.
All rise for the jury.
Please be seated. We are outside the presence of the jury, meeting with the attorneys and Mr. Miu. Mr. Smestad asked to approach with a concern. Mr. Smestad.
Your Honor, we were informed by our victim witness staff that some of the witnesses were out in the hall live streaming the trial. They're under sequestration order. Apparently one of those folks is a gentleman who's just about to testify. I forget his last name, but his first name is Ariel. Obviously that's of concern because if he was watching other folks testify, it defies the purpose of the sequestration order. We'd like to have the court instruct the witnesses again to not be watching the trial.
Did the state's attorneys instruct the witnesses about the sequestration order?
We provided written notice to every witness that met with us. Ariel would not meet with us, but the Spanish speakers we met with, which was Sergio, Tatiana, and Gilma, we gave them written instructions in Spanish not to watch the trial, can't be in the trial, don't read the news.
Okay. Did they understand, or did your written instructions include that this was a court's order?
Yes. We also told them verbally when we met with them, but again, Ariel refused to meet with us, so
And-
I don't know if defense told him he's on their witness list.
Ariel is a defense witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Nelson, was the sequestration order given to?
Not to Spanish-speaking witnesses, no, Judge. I did not have a translation service. Obviously, it's an oversight, and I will change my practice in the future.
All right, what I'll do then, well, let me ask, is there anything else besides tell the witnesses about the sequestration order that you want me to do?
I don't know that there is anything you can do at this point, Judge.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. I'm happy to remind them about the sequestration order, but as long as everyone is satisfied with that being the limit of my involvement, I'll stop.
I'd like
I'm not inviting more, let's put it that way.
Sure.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing something.
Sequestration is important, obviously. We don't want witnesses forming their testimony based on what other witnesses have said, especially in this case. The gentleman who did just testify, the cross-examination is going to be about the same. They're both the two that walked up to the scene and either saw things or didn't see things. He now knows what to expect on cross-examination. He's seen his friend go through it and heard it go through it. I think, and defense did not tell them about the sequestration order, which is just as much their duty as it is our duty. So I think it is a pretty big problem. I might ask for some sort of curative instruction that defense did not inform the witnesses of the sequestration order. But I think we can address that later. For now, I think it will be a point for cross.
Mr. Nelson, anything to add?
No, Judge.
All right, what I plan to do is invite the witnesses in. I will assume that they had not received or fully appreciated the extent of the sequestration order. I'll explain it to them with the benefit of the interpreters. If the state wishes to cross-examine, you may. So would somebody bring the witnesses in, please? Okay.
Your Honor, the question from the interpreters, are we just going to interpret right next to them?
We'll just do sequential interpretation. All right. Welcome back, everyone. We have Ms. Costanza. There she is. Ms. Torres. Mr. Ruiz. Leva? He left. Okay. Ms. Ruiz Leva.
Here.
Mr. Torres Chaguez, and Ariel. What is your last name? Okay, Ariel Chaguez. At the beginning of the trial, I told the attorneys to tell all of the witnesses that they were not to discuss their testimony with other witnesses. I also told the attorneys to tell the witnesses that they were not allowed to watch the trial, either in person or on the internet or television, because we didn't want the witnesses to conform their testimony to what they hear from the others. I was told that one or more of you may be watching trial while you're sitting in the hallway. I invited you in today so that I could explain to you personally that you may not do so, because we want to preserve your memories about what happened from July 2022. And we don't want your memories to be tainted by something that you may see or hear about this trial. So please, as long as you're needed as witnesses, do not talk about the case with each other or with other witnesses. Please do not watch any TV or internet accounts of this trial. Will you all do that? Excellent. They've all answered in the affirmative. Thank you, everyone. You can go back to the hallway.
Ariel, can you stay? We're going to call you next, so you may as well just wait in here.
Is there anything else we need to address outside the presence of the jury?
No, Judge.
No.
All right, let's bring them in. The hearing assisted device is up here. Okay.
All rise for the jury.
Somebody drop something. All right, please be seated. All right, members of the jury, thank you for your patience. We are ready to move on. Again, this will be another witness called by the defense, taken out of order to accommodate the Spanish-speaking interpreters. Mr. Nelson, who's next?
Ariel Chaguez Layet, please.
Please raise your right hand. The clerk will administer the oath.
Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please have a seat in the witness chair. Right over here. Looks like it's falling off his head. Can somebody maybe adjust the size of the wraparound? Perfect. Mr. Nelson.
Afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Ariel Chaguez.
Ariel Chaguez.
Ariel, do you know this man here to my right, wearing the blue shirt and the red tie and the green jacket?
Sí.
Yes.
Who's that?
Nick.
Nick.
How do you know Nick?
Lo conocí por medio de mi primo,
I met him through my cousin,
Ernesto.
Ernesto.
Have you, how long have you known Nick?
Un poco más de 5 años.
A little over 5 years.
During that time, have you had an opportunity to observe his character, his person?
Sí.
Yes. All right, let's continue. Mr. Nelson?
I'm just going to repeat the question.
Le voy a preguntar.
During the time that you've known him for over those 5 years, have you had an opportunity to observe his person, his character?
Sí, cómo no.
Yes, of course.
Do you consider him to have a character for peacefulness?
Sí.
Yes.
In fact, when the police talked to you about this, you even mentioned that to them, did you not?
Sí.
Yes.
I think when you spoke with the police, they used terms which you agreed with along the lines of
Yes.
when he did that, was he wearing his hat?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Was he wearing his sunglasses when he snorkeled?
La tenía antes de usar el snorkel.
I remember he had them on before using it.
Do you remember that he put his glasses back on after he was done snorkeling?
No, no recuerdo.
No, I don't remember.
Okay. I want to just jump ahead now to the phone and it being lost, okay? What did you guys do when you lost your phone?
Nosotros los empezamos a buscar cerca del área donde se había perdido.
We started looking for it near the area where it had gotten lost.
Did Nick volunteer to do anything?
Sí, él empezó a nadar y a buscar con el snorkel.
Yes, he started swimming and looking for it with the snorkel.
Did he go in the direction that the water was flowing?
Sí.
Yes.
There's a picture there to your left that's marked as Exhibit 12A. Do you see yourself there in the flag shorts?
Yes.
Is that the phone in a lanyard around your neck? What's
Sí.
your phone?
Yes.
What is your phone in? Is it in some protective package? What's that in?
Sí, un cover.
Yes, I cover.
Does that, does your phone float when it's in that?
Supongo que sí.
I suppose it does.
You lost your phone that day, correct?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you have that phone now?
No.
Did you get returned to you at some point?
Sí.
Yes.
Who returned it to you?
O un sheriff creo que de aquí.
A sheriff, I believe, from here.
Do you understand the police found your phone eventually?
Sí, lo encontraron.
Yes.
And you got it back?
Y-
Sí.
Yes.
Before the police found your phone, did you see Nick go and look for it?
¿Me repite la pregunta?
That was a
Repeat
poor
the question.
You lost the phone. You said you saw Nick go snorkeling or go swim for it. What did you see?
O él andaba buscando con el snorkel río abajo.
He was looking for it with the snorkel down the river.
At some point, did you learn that Nick was in contact with other people on the river?
Sí.
Yes.
Was that because something you saw or something you heard?
Lo oí por su mujer.
I heard it from his wife.
What did you hear from his wife?
Ella dijo que Nick estaba en problemas.
She said that Nick was in trouble.
What did you do when you heard that?
So, mi novia me dijo que fuera a ver qué estaba pasando.
My girlfriend told me to go look and see what was going on.
Did you go look and see?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you walk downriver towards where Nick was?
Sí.
Yes.
As you were walking there, what did you see?
Pues primero estábamos bien lejos, no sé exactamente la distancia, pero estábamos lejos.
Well, at first we were very far away. I don't know the distance exactly, but we were very far away.
So, yo empiezo a caminar y iba con mi cerveza en la mano
So I started walking. I had my beer on my hand,
y que me voy acercando un poquito, veo que
and I was getting closer a little bit,
alguien Nick estaba cerca de un grupo de personas.
and I saw
jóvenes,
that Nick was close or near a group of people, young people.
y lo que yo entendía de esa distancia es que le estaban haciendo bromas a él.
And what I was able to understand from the distance where I was at is that they were joking or
Bullying.
bullying him.
Alguien le quitó el snorkel y lo tiró río abajo, algo así.
Somebody had taken his snorkel and had thrown it down the river, something like that.
Es lo que iba viendo yo mientras me iba acercando.
That's what I was seeing as I was getting closer.
Entonces, yo iba pensando que era solamente un juego para ellos.
And so then I was thinking that it was just a game for them.
Pero cuando me voy acercando más,
But as I got closer,
veo que muchas personas le empiezan a golpear.
I see that many people started hitting him.
Let me stop you there for a
They
second. Can you describe when you say they were hitting them? Was it with their hands, their feet, their knees, fists? Can you just tell me what you saw?
Con las manos.
With the hands.
One person, more than one person?
Varias personas, eran muchas personas alrededor.
Several people. There were many people around.
And when you saw them hit Nick, what happened to Nick? Did he stay standing or did something else happen?
Yo recuerdo que él se cayó al río.
I remember that he fell to the river, to the water.
What happened? What did you see next after Nick had fallen into the water?
Creo que alguien lo estaba como que hundiendo,
I
echando por abajo.
think that somebody was kind of like pushing him down.
Pero todavía sigo yo acercándome pero iba yo prácticamente caminando.
But I was still getting closer, but I was basically walking.
As you got closer, what did you see next?
Cuando me fui acercando, vi que alguien empezó a sangrar.
As I was getting closer, I saw that somebody started bleeding.
What do you remember next?
Después vi a Nick, estaba como parado. Yo vengo por acá, él estaba como a mi izquierda.
Then I saw, well, Nick was kind of standing up. I was over here. He was to my left.
Y creo que vino una mujer hacia él,
And I,
golpearlo.
repita, a golpearlo, dijo.
Una mujer vino hacia arriba de él a golpearlo.
Oh, and I believe a woman came over towards him to hit him.
And then what did you see?
Nick respondió, se defendió.
Nick
Pero
responded. He defended himself.
ya había muchas personas alrededor
There were many people around,
y fue muy rápido lo que vi.
and what I saw was happened really quickly, really fast.
Entonces, creo que llegué después donde estaba Nick.
And I think later I went to where Nick was, or I got to where Nick was.
And when you got to where Nick was, what'd you do or what'd you see?
Yo solo vi que él estaba, creo que se había levantado.
I only saw that he was, I think he had gotten up.
Yo le topé el brazo a él,
I touched his arm,
pero en ese momento ya había mucha sangre frente de mí de las otras personas.
but at that moment there was a lot of blood right in front of me, blood that belonged to the other people.
So, esto pasó muy rápido, solamente estoy tratando de decir lo que más recuerdo.
That happened very quickly. I'm just trying to say what I remember the most.
Entonces nos regresamos.
So we went back.
Was it hard for you to make sense of what you were seeing and what was happening?
Sí, era muy rápido.
Yes, it was very fast.
Había muchas personas alrededor y mucho disturbio
There were many people around. There was a big disturbance.
y es un poco difícil asimilar lo que había pasado.
And it is a little difficult to assimilate what had happened or to let it sink in.
Are you able now, after some time, to pick out every detail, or do you just remember what you've said?
No, solamente recuerdo eso que estoy diciendo.
No, I only remember that, what I am telling you now,
Ya ha pasado algún tiempo. Ya.
because some time already went by.
So, cuando caminamos para atrás,
So when we walked back,
Please wait. Question, please.
What happened next?
¿puedo seguir?
can I continue?
Yes, you may.
So, cuando empezamos a caminar para atrás,
When we started walking back
yo voy en dirección recta para el grupo.
in the direction towards the group, straight towards the group.
So, Nick va sí. Yo voy a mi izquierda y Nick va a la derecha.
I was on the left side, Nick was on the right side.
Y en ese momento, que hemos caminado un poco,
And at that moment, when we had walked a little,
veo yo que sale de la otra orilla del río el joven con la herida en el estómago.
I see that on the other side of the river was the young man with the injury to his stomach.
Y estaba gritando
He was shouting,
lo que me hiciste, lo estaba como gritándole a Nick.
"Look what you did to me." He was kind of yelling or shouting at Nick.
Y en ese momento el muchacho cayó al agua.
And at that moment, the young guy fell to the water.
So, entonces seguimos caminando.
So we continued walking,
So, yo me dirigí hacia el grupo.
and I kept going towards the group,
Nick siguió a la otra orilla del río derecho.
and Nick kept going to the other side of the river, straight.
Did you see Nick do anything at the other side of the river?
Ya yo no le presté no lo seguí mirando yo a él porque fui con mi novia.
I did not keep an eye on him because I went to see my girlfriend.
Did you see Nick? Did Nick join you back at the tubes where your group of friends were?
Sí,
Yes.
At some other point when you're walking back to the tubes, did anybody yell or scream or run up near where you were?
había muchas personas gritando y corriendo.
Mm,
Sí,
there-
iban varios como para el grupo de nosotros. No llegaron cerca, solamente caminaron un poco hacia nosotros.
There were many people
Gritando,
running
pero
and
no recuerdo qué decían.
screaming. Some people came towards our group, but they didn't get too close. I don't remember what they were just yelling and screaming, and I don't remember what they were saying.
Did you respond to them in any way?
No, nunca.
No, I did not.
Did you see Ernesto or Sergio or Nick or anyone else from your group respond to them in any way?
No.
When you were back at the tubes, I want to ask you questions about that, okay? Did you get a chance to kind of make some observations of Nick? Did you see him?
Sí, un poco.
Yes, somewhat.
What did he look like?
Como asustado, como pálido.
He looked like kind of scared, pale.
Those are the only questions I have. Thank you.
Mr. Anderson?
Ariel, is it fair you're pretty uncomfortable testifying here today?
No,
No.
You don't, you're comfortable up there on the stand?
no entiendo su pregunta.
I don't understand your question.
Ernesto is your uncle?
Mi primo.
My cousin.
Cousin, okay. And he's best friends with Nick.
Sí.
Yes.
Are you friends with Nick or do you just know Nick through Ernesto?
Se pudiera ser que amigos, no cercanos, pero ya forma de ser amigos.
It could be said that we're friends, not close friends, but kind of friends.
I want to walk through your testimony. So you saw the young guys, the boys, knock the goggles out of Nick's hands?
Eso fue lo que pude distinguir, lo primero que distinguí.
That's what I was able to distinguish. That's the first thing that I distinguished.
And you were already walking towards Nick when you saw that?
Ya estaba caminando hacia Nick.
Were you already walking towards Nick when you saw that?
Sí, iba empezando a caminar.
Yes, I was starting to walk.
And the young guys were still in their tubes, right?
Oh, no le puedo decir. No sé,
No.
no recuerdo.
I cannot answer that. I don't know. I don't remember.
Se supone, creo que estaban parados alrededor de Nick, creo.
I think they were standing up around Nick, I think.
So they were standing around Nick, and they knocked his goggles out of his hands as they were walking up.
Sí.
Yes.
Did you see Nick run up to those young guys before that happened?
La verdad no.
I really didn't know.
Okay. So the next What was the next thing you saw?
Pues como le dije, yo no iba prestando mucha atención porque pensaba que estaban jugando con él, que estaban haciendo bullying.
Well, like I said before, I wasn't paying too much attention because I thought they were just playing with him. They were just bullying him.
But you're already walking over there because you thought he was in trouble, right?
Sí.
Yes.
So you didn't think they were just playing. You already were worried about him?
Cuando iba llegando más cerca, sí, porque vi que lo estaban golpeando.
When I was getting closer, yes, because I saw that they were hitting him.
Pero eran muchas personas alrededor.
But there were many people around him.
Why were you walking there if you weren't worried about him until you saw him getting hit?
Fue en la forma que actué por mis nervios.
It was the way that I reacted because I was nervous
About what?
Por lo que estaba pasando.
because of what was happening.
What was happening that made you start walking over there before you saw his goggles get knocked out?
No entiendo su pregunta.
I don't understand your question.
Antes de que pasara eso, yo no había visto nada yo.
Before that happened, I had not seen anything.
You said you were walking over, and as you're walking over, you saw the goggles get knocked out of his hand, right?
Sí,
Yes.
And you were walking over there because you were worried about Nick, right?
sí.
Yes.
What happened before the goggles that made you start walking over there? Did you see anything that happened before that?
Yo empecé a caminar allá cuando su esposa dijo que él estaba en problemas.
I started to walking in that direction when his wife said that he was in trouble.
Okay. So, wife said he's in trouble. You start walking there, you see his goggles knocked out of his hands. While they're all standing up, what did you see next?
Después que le quitan los galgos, como que ya le estaban dando golpes.
After they took the goggles from him, it was kind of like they were starting to hit him, to give him blows.
And you said several people before. Does that mean 3, 4, 5?
No lo puedo decir, no me recuerdo cuántas personas eran.
No, I can't answer that. I don't remember how many people.
And are you far away and still walking there at this point?
Sí, todavía estaba lejos.
Yes, I was still far away.
Okay. But were you closer than when you saw the goggles get knocked out?
Eso fue al principio de yo empezar a caminar.
Repita, por favor.
Eso fue al principio que yo empezaba a caminar.
That was at the beginning when I had just started walking.
When people were hitting Nick, what kind of strikes were they? What do you remember?
Pues manotazos, las manos.
Well, like
Like,
slapping him with the hands.
What was he standing?
pues él estaba parado.
He was standing.
Okay. And then what happened? What do you remember next?
Pues alguien lo tumbó.
Well, somebody knocked him down.
Okay. And then you said he got up and defended himself?
Pues es lo siguiente que vi. pues, lo que pude ver entre todas las personas que había.
Well, that's what I saw next, what I was able to see with all the people that were there.
What do you mean he defended himself? What did you see?
Yo vi lo que... ¿Me puedes repetir la pregunta?
I saw that. Can you repeat the question, please?
You said you saw him defend himself. What did you see?
Yo vi que cuando él se defendió, es que esto pasó muy rápido, entonces no puedo como qué pasó primero, qué pasó después.
I saw that when he defended himself. Well, it's because this happened so quickly. I really can't tell exactly when it happened.
Cuando yo ya estaba más cerca, lo vi que una muchacha lo fue a atacar.
When I was closer, I saw that a girl went to attack him,
Y él se defendió, no sé, respondió.
and he defended himself. He responded.
Pero
¿Cómo?
pues yo pienso con las manos, pero no.
Well, I think that with his hands, but
Pero fue muy rápido.
it happened so quickly.
Then what happened?
¿Qué pasó? Pues cuando ya llegué cerca, empiezo a ver las sangres,
When I got closer, I started to see the blood,
pero prácticamente por donde quiera.
basically everywhere.
En ese punto llegué yo y toqué a Nick del brazo.
At that moment, I went and touched Nick on his arm,
Pero esto fue muy rápido.
but it happened very quickly.
Ariel, did somebody tell you to say these things?
Okay. Ariel, ¿alguien le dijo a usted que dijera estas cosas?
¿Cómo lo va a hacer?
What do you mean?
¿Quién me va a decir si eso fue lo que yo recuerdo, lo que yo vi, lo que yo viví?
Who's gonna tell me if that's what I remember, what I lived, what I saw?
Can I have Exhibit 71? Ariel, Nick's the one who told you about the goggles. You didn't actually see that, right?
¿Me puede repetir la pregunta, por favor?
Can you please repeat the
Es que
question?
no oigo bien.
I was not able to hear well.
Nick told you somebody knocked the goggles off. You didn't actually see that, right?
No, nadie me dijo eso.
No, nobody told me that.
Can you turn to page 18 in that transcript?
For the interpreter, did you say 18 or 19?
18. You said on page 18 towards the bottom, well, we couldn't really see because there's a lot of people, right?
Sí.
Yes.
And then on page 19, you said he thought they took off his mask and snorkel.
Objection.
Grounds?
¿Quién pensó? Dices?
Un momento.
I just move for the admission of page 19 of exhibit 71. Let's publish it and see what it really says.
I think he's entitled to present his evidence the way he chooses. Overruled. Mr. Anderson?
On the bottom of page 19, you said he thought they took his mask and snorkel off. Do you see that?
Yo no entiendo su pregunta o lo que me quiere decir.
I don't understand your question or what you're trying to tell me.
Actually, you're right. I was misreading that. Sorry. You turn to page 20. And I'll just let you look over it quickly.
Okay.
Okay.
You talk about what you're seeing as you're walking up, kind of like today, agreed? Right?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And then on page 21, actually, go back to page 20. You never said he got knocked down and attacked a girl when he got back up. Or a girl attacked him when he got back up. Right?
¿Me puede repetir? No entiendo el traductor.
Can you repeat? I did not understand the interpreter.
You told the police that you saw the goggles get knocked out of his hand.
Sí.
Le dijo a la
You-
policía. Yes.
You said people were hitting him.
Sí.
Yes.
You never said anything about him getting knocked down and then getting up and a girl trying to attack him, right?
Sí, dije que los estaban golpeando.
Yes, I said that they were hitting him.
You said the description you gave was they started beating him, women as well as men. That's the description you gave, right?
Sí.
Yes.
And then you told law enforcement you never got close to Nick.
Sí, yo dije eso.
Yes, I said that.
And when law enforcement were talking to you, you said you got about here to, you pointed to a house across the street, right?
Creo más lejos, creo.
I think it was farther.
So you testified earlier you got up and touched Nick's shoulder, right?
Sí.
Yes.
But when you spoke with police, you said you never got close to him. You said the closest you got was you pointed to a house across the street. That's the closest you got to him, right?
No, yo le dije que me había acercado a él,
No, I did tell them that I had gotten closer to him,
pero no recordaba si había llegado cerca de él.
but I did not remember if I had gotten close to him or not.
So, la policía me enseñó una foto que sí llegué cerca de él.
And so the police showed me a picture showing me that I had actually gotten close to him.
como les digo, todo pasó muy rápido.
Like I said, everything
no-
happened so quickly.
He podido hasta el momento asimilar bien cómo pasó todo.
Even now, it's been difficult to realize how everything happened.
Police asked you, did you stop close to Nick? And you said, no, because I didn't get to, maybe from here to that other house. You never came close to Nick, not close, close. Right?
Les dije que no había acercado tan cerca, pero no recuerdo qué distancia le dije. Sí.
I told him that I had not come close or too close to him, but I don't remember the distance.
Then you said, no, I didn't get to, maybe from here to that other house. And you pointed to a house across the street, right? And then you say, once you get close to him, that's when he started running, right?
No, no me acuerdo de haberlo dicho.
No, I don't remember saying that.
Can you turn to page 24? You were asked, are you close to him? Look, you're together right there with him, right?
Sí.
Yes.
That's because you said you never got close, so police showed you a photo of you touching his shoulder, right?
Sí.
Yes.
And then you said, but that was when he started running by then.
No recuerdo, la verdad.
I really don't remember.
It's in the transcript, right?
Puede ser.
Maybe.
You see it?
Pero no me acuerdo que él estuviera corriendo.
I don't remember that he was running.
But that's what you said.
Sí, dije, pero no me acuerdo bien.
Yes, I said that, but I don't remember well.
And you told law enforcement you never saw Nick do anything to anyone, right?
En un punto sí dije que como que él no había hecho nada, pero sí yo había visto que se estaba defendiendo.
At some point, yes, I did say that he had done nothing, but I did see that he was defending himself.
When you were showing a picture of Nick with a knife, you said, I never saw that. Right?
Sí.
Yes.
I'm gonna show some stills, Judge.
How much more do you have?
I'm almost done. Wow.
You're almost done. You have a lot.
Do you want?
I'd like to get through this witness before breaking.
Gotcha. That's what I was wondering. I'll let the clerk know when I'm ready. Can we have the monitor? Ariel, that's you in the background, right? On 2864.
¿Dónde dice?
Where?
Right here.
Oh, sí.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna scroll. Police, I stopped on 3032. Police showed you this and asked you about it, and you said you never saw any of that, right?
No, les dije que no me acordaba haber llegado ahí.
And no, I told them that I did not remember getting there.
So when you're really far away on your way there, you see the goggles get knocked out of his hands, right?
Sí, eso es lo que distinguía ver.
Your interpreter needs repetition. No lo escuché, repita.
Sí, es lo que distinguía ver.
Yes, that's what I could distinguish, or that's what I could see.
And then as you're getting closer to him, you start to see other things happening, right?
Le había dicho que lo estaban golpeando.
I had mentioned that he was getting beaten.
But then when police ask you about what happened when you're there, you said you didn't see any of that, correct?
Sí, no me acordaba que había llegado ahí.
Yes, I did not remember that I had gotten there.
You forgot about that?
Es porque por lo que viví, no me acordaba exactamente con lo que había pasado.
Because of what I lived, I did not remember exactly what had happened. Because of what I went through.
Nicolae never yelled help, right?
Nosotros nunca oímos.
We
Estaba
never
muy lejos.
heard. We were too far.
Even when Nicolae came right next to you, he didn't say anything to you. He didn't say help.
No, él nunca habló conmigo.
No, he never spoke to me. He never talked to me.
He never said, we need to get out of here.
No hablamos, que me acuerdo yo.
As far as I remember,
Empezamos a caminar para atrás.
we didn't talk. We just started walking.
Well, Nicolae walked out first, right? And you stayed there.
No me recuerdo bien.
I don't remember well.
Can we have the monitor again?
Why don't we take a break? We're gonna take about a 10-minute recess. Please take the jury out.
All rise for the jury.
Let's come back at 3:15.
And good afternoon from our Fox 9 streaming centers. You've been watching our live gavel-to-gavel coverage of the Apple River stabbing trial there in Hudson, Wisconsin, St. Croix County Circuit Court. Certainly some extremely significant testimony late this afternoon from a friend of Nicolae Miu, a fellow tuber Ariel Chaguez, who was with the so-called Miu tubing group on that day on July 30th. You will remember it is Ariel's cell phone that goes missing, leading to Nicolae Miu getting his snorkeling goggles and going downstream in the Apple River that day to search for the phone. We've heard Ariel say it was not significant to him that he lost his cell phone. He had it insured. He wasn't concerned. He didn't encourage Nicolae to go looking for it. Nonetheless, Nicolae went through. But perhaps the most critical testimony, certainly the most critical testimony from Ariel this afternoon is, quote, he defended himself. Ariel is with a group of Miu tubers about 200 plus feet away, as we've now learned. Ariel recognizes that Nick may be in trouble because his now ex-wife, Miu's ex-wife, tells him it looks like Nick's in trouble down there. He what appears to be sort of nonchalantly gets down the river. You wonder if he had rushed a little faster. You know, could he have gotten there a little sooner in time? Nonetheless, he's right there. You see it in that still screenshot taken from the Cockfield video. He is close by, right after the stabbings. And based on what he says he saw that day, quote, Nicolae defended himself. We have queued up the most important sound from his testimony, again, to point out the most sympathetic Miu witness we have heard from thus far. You know, obviously we've heard from Sandy Miu, but Ariel Chaguez, to me, that testimony took the support of the defendant here to the next level. Let's play back that critical testimony under defense questioning.
What did you see next after Nick had fallen into the water?
Creo que alguien lo estaba como que hundiendo,
I
echando por abajo.
think that somebody was kind of like pushing him down.
Pero todavía sigo yo acercándome, pero iba yo prácticamente caminando.
But I was still getting closer, but I was basically walking.
As you got closer, what did you see next?
Cuando me fui acercando, vi que alguien empezó a sangrar.
As I was getting closer, I saw that somebody started bleeding.
What do you remember next?
Después vi a Nick, estaba como parado. Yo vengo por acá, él estaba como a mi izquierda.
Then I saw, well, Nick was kind of standing up. I was over here. He was to my left.
Y creo que vino una mujer hacia él
And
a
I,
golpearlo.
repita, a golpearlo, dijo.
Una mujer vino hacia arriba de él a golpearlo.
Oh, and I believe a woman came over towards him to hit him.
And then what did you see?
Nick respondió, pero, se defendió.
Nick
Pero
responded. He defended
cuando
himself.
ya había muchas personas alrededor
There were many people around,
y fue muy rápido lo que vi.
and what I saw was happened really quickly, really fast.
Entonces, creo que llegué después donde estaba Nick.
And I think later I went to where Nick was, or I got to where Nick was.
And when you got to where Nick was, what'd you do or what'd you see?
Yo solo vi que él estaba, creo que se había levantado.
I only saw that he was, I think he had gotten up.
Yo le topé el brazo a él,
I touched his arm,
pero en ese momento ya había mucha sangre frente de mí de las otras personas.
but at that moment there was a lot of blood right in front of me, blood that belonged to the other people.
So, esto pasó muy rápido, solamente estoy tratando de decir lo que más recuerdo.
That happened very quickly. I'm just trying to say what I remember the most.
Entonces nos regresamos.
So we went back.
And again, Mr. Chaguez there, remembering his interaction on that river that day, coming upon the escalating confrontation. I want to show you the Miu tubing group here, again, setting the scene of who's with Nicolae that day. And Ariel's on the end there in the USA swim trunks and the T-shirt. Looks like he's giving a peace sign in that photograph, the sunglasses. He comes meandering down the river from his spot. Again, we've learned a couple 100 feet away when Sandy Miu says it looks like Nick's in trouble, and his recollection coming down. Again, the critical quote from him today. He saw a woman hitting Nick. That's the first time we've heard someone allege that a woman hit him, perhaps a reference to Riley, perhaps a reference to Madison Cohen, not entirely clear, but he says he sees a woman hitting him. And then, quote, Nick responded, he defended himself. Spanish speaking, going through an interpreter. Just again, want to reiterate here today, he is a defense witness. The state was not otherwise going to call him to testify. The reason why they're taking him out of turn before the defense actually gets its turn to present its case next week is because the Spanish interpreter is in the courthouse today. The court pays for the interpreter to be on call and ready to go. And they just felt it best to get all of the Spanish speaking witnesses done today on Friday. Clearly, the state wants to poke holes in what Ariel saw, just as the defense tried to do with the tubers, the Carlson group, those who were with Isaac Schumann, questioning what they told police versus what they're now testifying to on the witness stand. District Attorney Carl Anderson out of St. Croix County then tried to attack Ariel's memory, why he told authorities certain things in the aftermath, why his memory has changed. At one point, even asking him, did somebody tell you to say these things? It was almost as if, in his opinion, perhaps, that the testimony was almost coming in too perfectly in support of Nicolae Miu. He would ask the witness on the stand, did somebody tell him what to say on the witness stand? We do have a little bit of the cross-examination queued up for you to go. It's several minutes long. I will tell you when we play this back. Again, this just moments ago. We are keeping an eye on that state seal. He is still under cross-examination, is Ariel. We will get you right back into the courtroom should the court resume proceedings. For now, though, let's go right back. Carl Anderson challenging Ariel's recollection of what happened during that growing, escalating confrontation on the river that he was just a moment too late to get to.
When people were hitting Nick, what kind of strikes were they? What do you remember?
Pues manotazos, las manos.
Well, like
Like,
slapping him with the hands.
What was he standing?
pues él estaba parado.
He was standing.
Okay. And then what happened? What do you remember next?
Pues alguien lo tumbó.
Well, somebody knocked him down.
Okay. And then he said he got up and defended himself.
Pues es lo siguiente que vi, pues lo que pude ver entre todas las personas que había.
Well, that's what I saw next. What I was able to see with all the people that were there.
What do you mean he defended himself? What did you see?
Yo vi lo que ¿Me puedes repetir la pregunta?
I saw that. Can you repeat the question, please?
You said you saw him defend himself. What did you see?
Yo vi que cuando él se defendió, es que esto pasó muy rápido, entonces no puedo como qué pasó primero, qué pasó después.
I saw that when he defended himself. Well, it's because this happened so quickly. I really can't tell exactly when it happened.
Cuando yo ya estaba más cerca, lo vi que una muchacha lo fue a atacar.
When I was closer, I saw that a girl went to attack him.
Y él se defendió, no sé, respondió.
And he defended himself. He responded.
Pero,
¿Cómo?
pues yo pienso con las manos, pero no.
Well, I think that with his hands, but
Pero fue muy rápido.
it happened so quickly.
Then what happened?
¿Qué pasó? Pues cuando ya llegué cerca, empiezo a ver las sangres.
When I got closer, I started to see the blood.
And you can see there Judge Waterman welcoming back the jury into his courtroom after their mid-afternoon break. It has been a long week in that courtroom. They're taking their seat. Again, Ariel Chaguez under
Mr.
cross-examination.
Chaguez, please
from the
retake
state.
the witness stand.
Y póngase los audífonos si me hace favor.
You
Gracias.
are still under oath.
Sigue bajo juramento.
Sí.
Okay. Yes.
All right, Mr. Anderson?
Do you remember the officer asking or that if it was this attack, why didn't you run? You didn't look afraid. Do you remember that question?
Sí.
Yes.
And you said we didn't know what was happening, right?
En parte al principio no sabíamos. Pues.
Repita que no lo escuché.
Oh, I'll read the
No.
question for more
Everything
context.
needs a repetition of the answer. She was not able to hear. Repita su respuesta, es que no lo escuché, señor.
Que me repita la pregunta.
Can you repeat the question?
The officer asked, you walked on one side, but you never ran as if you were afraid. Like the others in the other two groups, they ran. They were afraid, but you didn't run. You didn't look so afraid. Neither did your group. And you responded, we didn't know what was happening, right?
No me acuerdo haber dicho eso.
I don't remember having said that.
It's in the transcript on page 31, right? That you did in fact say that? I'll show you.
Pero eso que me pregunta es después del problema o antes. No entiendo su pregunta.
My question is, are you talking about after the problem or before? I don't understand your question.
You didn't tell the officer you didn't understand, right?
Could you repeat the question? We can hear you.
He didn't tell the officer he didn't understand the question.
Usted no le dijo al agente de policía que no había entendido la pregunta, ¿verdad?
No entiendo su pregunta. Me está preguntando primero una cosa y después otra.
I don't understand
¿Puede
your
ser más
question.
específico, por favor?
You're first asking me one thing and then another thing. Could you please be more specific?
I'll move on. You were watching the trial and the testimony of Ernesto while out in the hallway, right?
No.
No.
Were you sitting on the bench with the other Spanish-speaking witnesses while Rosie was playing the trial with the volume on?
No estabas del otro lado.
I was on the other side.
Were you told by defense that you're not allowed to watch the trial?
Sí.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Mr. Nelson?
Move for the omission of exhibit 71, pages 18 through 24 per 90801 sub 4 sub A sub C.
Any objection?
Yes, I don't object to many parts we've gone over.
It's number 71.
Exhibit 71, those 6 pages, 18 through 24.
I'll receive the exhibit pages reference for purposes of impeachment.
Permission to publish those pages.
Yes.
Guess I just moved to the all the transcripts.
Well, it's not your turn, it's his, so you can wait.
Do you have exhibit 71? Do you have any objections? Eighteen through 24.
Is it working?
You just turned it on. That's my user error.
Sometimes it's a little finicky. I've got it up on mine. It's not, there we go.
Ariel, you were asked a lot of questions about a transcript.
Sí.
Yes.
Go through pages 18 through 24 of that transcript as quick as we can, okay? Is it up on the screen there? Can you see it?
Sí.
Yes.
On page 18, did you say we all looked over there and we saw a lot? There were two groups in front of us.
Sí.
Yes.
Did you say you couldn't really see what was happening?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you say you couldn't see because there was a lot of people and then you got a little closer?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you tell them it was like they were bullying him, something like that?
Sí.
Yes.
Tell them they took off his snorkel and that stuff?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you tell them that they were pushing him and that there were a lot of people?
Sí.
Yes.
They asked you more questions about the snorkel and you said, no, I saw that they took it off of him?
No.
No.
Did you say the words, I saw that they took it off him?
Sí.
Yes.
And then they asked you to explain, and did you say from his hand, or they took it from him, or they took it out of his hand, or something like that?
De las manos.
From his hands.
You said the words that are on page 20 of this document?
Sí.
You told them they pushed
Yes.
him, he fell.
Sí.
Yes.
You told them he got up and they started beating him, women as well as men. Were those your words?
Yes.
Sí.
Yes.
They asked, everyone was hitting him from what you could tell, and you said, uh-huh.
Sí.
Yes.
You told them you weren't able to see, so you kept walking up there, and that's when you stopped.
Sí.
Yes.
You said you saw that he was running away. That's what you initially told them, correct?
And could you please repeat for the interpreters?
You initially told the police on August 2nd, on page 22 in this line, that you saw that he, meaning Nick Miu, was running away from there.
No me acuerdo si lo dije. No, no entiendo la pregunta que me hicieron ahí.
I don't remember if I said that. I don't understand the question that was asked of me there.
Is that probably why you formed it with a question afterward when you made that statement?
Quizás.
Perhaps.
You said, I only saw that they were beating him.
Sí, deja eso.
I did say that.
And then eventually the police showed you a picture. Is that right?
Sí.
Yes.
And it was a picture of you standing next to Nick on July 30th, 2022, when he was had the knife in his hand. Agreed?
Sí.
Yes.
And that picture refreshed your memory as to where you were, and
Sustained.
did that picture help you remember things that you hadn't remembered before?
Un poco, sí.
Somewhat, yes.
Nevertheless, even when you saw the picture, you said you didn't see him with the knife.
Nunca le vi la navaja.
Repita más fuerte. Sí.
Nunca le pude ver la navaja.
I was never able to see him with a knife.
You were asked some questions about some slides. You remember the slides that they showed where they kind of moved it along?
¿Que si vi la foto?
You're asking me if I saw the picture?
Today, when this man was asking you questions, they put up on the screen the time when you were walking towards Nick. And I want to ask you about what you remember from that. Does that make sense?
Sí, un poco.
Yes, a little.
When you spoke with the police, you told them he got up and they started beating him, women as well as men. Is that right?
Sí.
Yes.
And then today in your testimony, You said, when closer, I saw a girl went to attack him and he defended himself.
Dang, what is this doing? Okay. So maybe this is what we should do. I tell you, I don't know. And it was so crazy because the little kids, they was out there. They had a fire outside. Oh my goodness. I'm like seeing all these flames outside. I'm like, what is this about? So I just immediately just ran outside. There's all these little kids out there with scooters and stuff. And I'm like, oh my goodness, get away. So I ended up calling 911. Of course, when they came, I had to end up moving my car and all types of stuff. But yeah, guys, I think I'm tired. I think I'm tired. Look, I'm tired. I was trying to make all the New Year's with everybody, but sheesh. Yeah, I'll set us up a stream in the morning. I'm gonna let my natural body wake me up. Oh boy, it'll probably be early, but whatever. But yes, I definitely thank you guys for hanging in here on New Year's. I'm just saving it right here where we're at. Yeah, shoot, OnlyFans. I'm tired in the mud. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to make it. I think probably every year I probably take a nap before our New Year's come in. And today I didn't have a nap at all. But I was trying to get it. I was trying to get all the New Year's in, but shit, I can't make it. You said that's better. Bar said that's better. Shit, I was gonna sleep the New Year in anyways. Girl. Yeah, I'm well out. And my parents and them are on the East Coast. So I just got off the phone with them before I came back online, like talking to you guys to let them know, just to get them Happy New Year's, because they in Ohio. So and my brother and my sister and all of them. They said it's a bad snowstorm too. So they trying to get home. They went bowling. Drunky said she going to sleep too. Shit. Everybody go to bed. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I am going night. Yeah. And Liam, most of my family is in Ohio, so it must be all over there because they saying it's coming down bad. So I definitely want to wish everybody a safe and wonderful New Year, however you decide to bring it in. Therapist, you got about 13 minutes to your New Year? I wasn't even worried about staying online and wait for mine, but I at least wanted to try to wait for the therapist. Yes, ma'am. Well, I definitely wish you a happy New Year. Curvell said he likes to come in here and argue with us and tell us what's what. He became a new member. This how we get you. Thank you. And we will start up tomorrow. Does that work for everybody? You say you're gonna be lurking. I tell you, I'm like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna lay down. Yeah, I ain't even gonna make it 13 minutes. It is 10:48. What time tomorrow? How about natural body wake up time? Probably about 10. And OnlyFans doing all his guilties in here. Oh gosh. Probably about 10 months. I don't know. We'll see. You say you up now. I don't know. Probably maybe about, I don't know. I'm trying to keep it close to our time. I probably can be up about 8 or 9. You say yes for me afternoon, around 1. Well, the one thing about me is that I can't sleep my day away. So when the sunlight comes up, I'm probably gonna be up. But what I'll do is I'll get up in the middle of the night and I'll probably make us a thing. Oh, I feel so special. I'm glad I held you hostage for the last couple days. Kurt. Look, oh, that's gonna make me sleep real good tonight. I surely appreciate it. I'm not gonna go back into crying. I didn't cry enough tonight. I'm over crying. So I surely appreciate it. Thank you. You always got a home here, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna play our outro song that we also love, right? By that time, we'll have about 5 minutes. It'll be New Year's, where a therapist is at. So I can make sure that therapist and Kirby bring in New Year's together. I am going to do that. How about that? So let's just listen to some tunes for right now. I have us saved in the place that we were at. So we'll just start right there. Okay. You say, no, can you have to cancel? Well, he wanted to make sure he brought in New Year's with you, I think, too, therapist boo. You say he already New Year. I think he wanted to bring it in with you too, boo. He wanted to make sure he make your New Year. That's going to be in 10 minutes. Let's see. Let's do this.
Yeah. Here comes Barbara in the chat, girl, she right on time. Sweet pea got the trials rolling, Barbara dropping the lines. She's a mama to 2 boys, gives them love every day. Autism warriors in her home, and she leads the way. And her husband's been through storms, but she's holding them down. A caretaker with a halo and a medical crown. With that nursing background, baby, she knows the game. First aid on the timeline and receipts on the frame. She's looking for the missing kids, like a mission from above. Heart, big feet moving, she's a justice power dove. And generous as heaven, giving spirit on display. Barbara lives this whole community in her own special way. Cause Barbara don't play. She's calling out lies in the courtroom hallway. She thinks P. Diddy's guilty as hell, okay. And she don't take crap from any man, no way. She's riding with Sweet Pea every single day. And take it to trial, she forever gon' stay. And when therapist, you know, starts acting up, Barbara busts his chops like, boy, that's enough. Yeah, she be laughing in the chat, cracking jokes left and right. Keep his spirits lifted even in the darkest night. A supporter of the channel, honey, loyal and true. If Sweet Pea goes live, you know Barbara's there too. She brings fire to the panel, brings fun to the fam. Typing fast with that says, girl, she don't give a damn. If a troll tries to flex, she just swats him away. Not today, sweetheart, that's the Barbara way. When the courtroom drags, she keeps the vibe alive. When the mod squad's tired, she helps the tribe survive. She's the kind of chatter every channel hopes for. A legend in the chat room, say no more, cause Barbara don't play. She's calling out lies in the courtroom hallway. She thinks P. Diddy's guilty as hell, okay. And she don't take crap from any man, no way. She's riding with Sweet Pea every single day. And take it to trial, she forever gon' stay. And when therapist, you know, starts acting up, Barbara busts his chops like, boy, that's enough. So here's to Barbara, our queen of the screen. A hero, a mama, a courtroom machine. For the missing, for justice, for family, she stands. And she gives with a heart bigger than the whole damn land. Take it to trial, loves you, girl. Now drop that gavel in your hands.
Yes, nah, that might have gave me some energy. Shoot, I might can do another hour. Thanks, Barb. Look, I might can do another hour. Bull crap. we are going to continue with our trial tomorrow, guys. I wish all of you a safe and happy and wonderful, wonderful, wonderful new year. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Thanks to the mods. Thanks to the chat. Thanks to everybody love and support. You know, I always appreciate you guys. Like, without the chat, we are nothing. I am nothing. And that's just it. We'll be back into it tomorrow with our day, finishing up right where we left off. And once again, guys, Happy New Year.
When Sweet Pea taps in, you know the courtroom lights go bright. Trials running long, but the family's here every night. Mars on patrol, chatter showing out. This little YouTube corner's what community's about. Therapist you know, steady holding down the floor. Behind the scenes magician, keeping peace like never before. A bandit king, a rule keeper too. Every channel dreams of a mind like you. Jason walks in and the ladies lose control. Down to earth king with the warmest soul. Film freaks, kindness, man, it's always on display. Fair and sweet and cheering folks along the way. And Maria from SA keeps the laughter rolling free. Joking, shining, keeping spirits where they need to be. We're a family in the chat, side by side through every trial. Sweet Pea leads the way with that fire and that smile. We debate, we laugh, we lift each other higher. This courtroom crew is everything we admire. Yeah, no matter what the case so far, we're forever taken to trial. Take it to trial. Pretty brown girl should tell you what's true. Sharp as a gavel, funniest in the room. Dr. Rachel pops in while she's busy running lines. Speaks her mind every time, cuts through like a knife. And Fowler brings the energy, jokes flying fast. Helping Sweet Pea backstage, making every stream last. Then Zach strolls and causing chaos just for fun. The resident cheater, but we love him, everyone. Here comes Maddie, handsome, quick with the line. A comedy sniper with the perfect timing. And Lynn with the updates, always loyal, always tuned. If true crime news drops, he brings it to the room. We're a family in the chat, side by side through every trial. Sweet Pea leads the way with that fire and that smile. We debate, we laugh, we lift each other higher. This courtroom crew is everything we admire. Yeah, no matter what the case so far, we're forever taken to trial. Take it to trial. Shamrock keeps us trending, replay queen. Holding down the algorithm like a machine. SD's razor sharp, loyal through and through. And yeah, she adores chasing nothing new. Drunky the bear with the white claws, way managing volunteers like she runs the whole land. Cynthia brings inside what takes sharp and steady. Donna keeps it real, 911 and always ready till he burns the fat queen. Receipts on tap, Easy's new, but she blends right into the pack. Tennessee, hard live, try support her with pride. Melly shows up her family for cooking for his dog. A steady carrying presence through the courtroom fog. And Brooklyn in the house, always bringing that spark. Lighting up the chat like a shout in the dark. Barker loves her gram, speaks truth when it's time. Micrograms with metaphors straight up sublime. Barbara biggest supporter, heart kind and vast. Looking for missing kids, hope to truly last. Only fan from Singapore, flag name but sweet. Still shows up with love every time he takes a seat. And even the part-timers keep this place alive. Curvier, Irish Amy, Capri Law, Hellcat, our tribe. Hearts wide open, stories shared, holding space because we care. From every corner of the world we climb to spend these nights together, one trial at a time. We're a family in the chat, side by side through every trial. Sweet Pea leads the way with that fire and that smile. Mods and chatters, yeah, this love is something rare. A courtroom crew with hearts beyond compare. No matter what the case or file, we're forever taken to trial. To Sweet Pea
What you mean you going to watch fireworks outside the lawn? You so silly. Now with the crying emojis. Are we about to do this with you, boo? You got it with us, boo. I don't know how to do the 10, 9, 8. You say put us on the screen. I don't know. I don't have a countdown. Say 10:59 on my timer. If it's right. Shit, I don't know. Let me see. You outside, therapist? I call myself trying to time this right. That's why I paid Barbara Song before it. We about to get this off. So you got to let us know when we need to start. Okay. Well, my thing say 11 o'clock. So it must be a Happy New Year for you. Is it a Happy New Year? Oh, there we go. Happy New Year. I need to give me one of them blowhorns. I'll have one tomorrow for y'all. Happy New Year, therapist. Happy New Year to all my Central folks. What up? What up? Y'all can tell we ain't got no damn lives. We sitting up here watching trials on fucking New Year's Eve. I'm done with you guys. Like, I gotta find. We ain't got no music playing. We should have been on Discord or something. I'm so done. But I gotta be making up stuff. Like, in all honesty, I wouldn't have want to do it any other way than what we did it right here today. We got to get us something together for next year. Like, we can't be watching trials. Like, we got to have a little party or something. Like, have our little remix party. Not Nick Miu should be. Oh, gosh. Therapist, tell him he cannot put you in the Happy New Year to all the evil people. No. No. No, how dare you? Like, if this is the way he want to bring in the new year with you, therapist, next year, I want to allow him. I want to allow him to stay up and do that. Put you in there with SD girl Shabusiness out of all people. Shit, I could even deal with Nick, right? And Zachariah Anderson, but that dang on Shabusiness, whoa, that's a whole nother level. Daryl Brooks. Grounds. Yes, Nick Miu is an evil person. He is evil people. He is. And if you didn't see me turn earlier, OnlyFans, I did turn. I turned when he got in that car and he act like, who, what, when, where, why? I heard y'all. I heard y'all were looking for somebody that looked like me, that sound like me, walk like me, stab somebody. I was done. I was out. I checked out on Nick. When he did that in the car, I was done. I already knew my time was coming. Oh yeah, OnlyFans. He sat right in the car like, who, what, when, where, why? I heard y'all see somebody that looked like me, dressed like me, and stabbed somebody. But it wasn't me. I was done. That did it for me. Oh, gosh. I don't know. Florida, I think, is on. What time is Florida on? Oh, they in South Dakota? Okay, so maybe they are on your time. Oh, I checked out on that one. I knew that I was checking out because I knew the moment that I checked out. I just wanted to make sure that everybody kept an open mind. But different people have different levels of checking out. And that was my level. That was my point in checking out. That was my level of checking out. Like, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt all the way until I cannot give you the benefit of the doubt. But he blew it. All right, guys. Well, I definitely wish everybody a safe and wonderful new year. And we will be back up in this joint in a couple hours, right? I'll see y'all shortly. Like, we won't even be without each other for like whatever. Yeah, I'm not lumping you with killers. That's not me. I don't know. This is a bad first New Year, Carville. If this is the way that you want to spend it with therapists, you cannot lump her with the killers. All right, y'all. Peace.